Hi, everyone. I'm Jacob Reshka, and I would like to thank you for joining me today to learn about the 4-H Awards program. I am one of 4 Kamloops Okanagan ambassadors, and it's my goal today to help you understand the 4-H Awards program. Alrighty, so I'm happy to answer questions, but I think it would be best to leave them to the end in case some people are tight for time. We will be covering a lot of information, so please write down your questions as we go, otherwise you might forget. So let's begin. There are many of us involved in 4-H, both members and parents, that believe the height of achievement in 4-H is winning the big trophies. Big trophies are dinner plate-sized buckles. That's a truly unfortunate misunderstanding, as there's an even greater prize that is achievable by every 4-H member, and that is the honor pin. Before I get into the nitty-gritty, absolutely all the information I talk about today is available on the 4-H BC website, but especially the Awards Opportunity Guide, publication number 128. This is updated semi-regularly, so make sure you have the most up-to-date version. The 4-H BC website has so much information and resources. I highly recommend taking some time to navigate and get familiar with the site. Not just the awards, but all the components of the program. And yes, this was an intentional screenshot advertising these webinars. Getting back on track, although I do not claim to be an expert on this topic, I have recently earned my honor pin, and through the process, I have learned a lot, and I would like to share what I understand about the awards program. So what is the honor pin, and why do you want it? I could go into a long and boring explanation about how illustrious it is, and how it's the pinnacle of 4-H achievement, and a formal recognition of a higher level of achievement. But instead, let's boil it down. It can earn you time and money when you need it. Achieving the honor pin will gain you grade 12 credits, 4 credits in fact, which is the equivalent of a full-term course. This won't get you out of English 12, but it will give you either a study block, that's the time I was talking about, or it'll give you the opportunity to take another fun course you may not have been able to fit in your timetable, like an extra drama, art, or mechanics course. And on the topic of money, having an honor pin will put you in the running for more and better scholarships, awards, and bursaries, both with 4-H and externally than if you didn't have one. Now, if we look at this diagram, it looks somewhat daunting to get to the top of the pyramid. So let's break it down into bite-sized steps. Like the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The first step in achieving your honor pin is to become a senior member by completing your junior proficiency exam. I interviewed our district's awards coordinator, and she said the junior proficiency is one of the most asked about parts of the awards. So here it is in a nutshell. The member must be 13 years old or older. The member must have earned 2 badges. Juniors have to earn 60% to get a badge, and it can only be in the project they are enrolled in. Each project has 3 or 4 opportunities, plus the program badges that are available to all junior members. Members are to study their 4-H manuals. To pass a junior proficiency test, you need to score over 60%, not 75%, which is required later for the senior skill certificates. Leaders are to submit the marks to the district 4-H awards coordinator for the certificate. The deadline, and this is the big one, to submit marks is 1 week before December 31st. And it is a holiday time, so do it well before then. If a member writes their junior proficiency exam after December 31st, they will complete that year a junior and be eligible to receive senior skills the following year. So the first step in getting your honor pin is being a senior. Yes, you need to be at least 13 years old and have at least 2 junior badges to write your junior proficiency, but that's not too challenging of a step. The other first step is time. Starting this journey as soon as you become a senior will make for much less work each year. And if you start in grade 8, you could have everything done in time for grade 12. I didn't fully know about all the steps involved, so I want you to learn from me and start as soon as you become a senior. My sister, after learning from me, was able to streamline the process and earn her honor pin in grade 11. Just as a quick note, all the senior skills certificates I will be talking about requires one to achieve 75% or higher. A member will receive a certificate only once. Project certificates are for members currently enrolled in that project. So let's get started. If you look at the diagram, you can see that to reach the top, you need a project pin and one of 5 other things. So let's talk about the project pin. Each project has 4 or 5 project senior skills that are possible to earn. Since I'm a SHEEP member, I'm going to walk you through getting a SHEEP project pin. Of course, if you're in photography, this will look very different. Basically, the way to get a project pin is to do 4 project senior skill certificates. In SHEEP, you can get a senior skill certificate in judging, showmanship, feeding, marketing, and husbandry, and shearing. Judging is 1 class of written and 1 class of oral reasons with the usual 4 animals per class, and the 75% score is on each. But an important point to know is that you might get your 75% on written one year and get the 75% for the oral class a different year. This can be at club, district, regional, or provincial level. Just a reminder that for judging, most of the livestock projects require a class of females and a class of males, but always read the regulations, as poultry, for example, is different. Showmanship and shearing are assessed at a club level using the 4HBC scorecard. Feeding and marketing skills are both open book exams. This means you have your sheep manuals and the internet to look at. These are marked by youth development staff. Husbandry is multiple steps. There are 2 parts. Part A, the practical, 2 home visits, as well as a demonstration and explanation of 2 of the following: identification, castration, docking, or trimming hooves. Those are marked by the leader. Part B is an open book written project marked by youth development staff. An important note is that all livestock husbandry tests have been recently updated by 4HBC. They will only honor the old version until July 2024, so I recommend that you start with the version that is currently on the website. I do recommend earning your husbandry certificate, as it was very practical and great information for any sheep owner to know. Do any 4 of these 6 options, and you will earn a project pin. It may not be the highest, but any pin is really an important achievement and something to be proud of. I have completed sheep judging, showmanship, husbandry, and feeding. I suggest you do one in each of grades 8, 9, 10, and 11, and you'll be done before grade 12. Not too tough. And when you get that project pin, you'll get grade 11 high school credits and bragging rights. Another great way to earn your grade 11 credits and keep working to get your honor pin is the program pin. This is the route that I took to achieve my honor pin, the program pin in combination with the project pin. The program pin takes up most of the pyramid. So 4-H has broken it down into 2 divisions. Let's call them safety, the square box in the middle, and communications, the rectangle on the right. And let's start with communications, because that's the easiest to explain. To get a program pin in communications, you need a skill certificate in 4 of the 5 topics. Number 1, public speaking. You need a 75% score on the impromptu speech, as well as a 75% on the prepared speech. Just to note, you don't need to achieve these scores on the same year. For example, say last year, one of our seniors did excellent on their speech at 90%, but was new to impromptus and only got 65. This year, if that member gets 75% or greater on their impromptu, they will earn their public speaking skill certificate, no matter their score on their prepared speech. Normally, this is where I would include a photo of me presenting my speech, but unfortunately, I couldn't find any as it was during the COVID lockdowns. So instead, here's little me. 2, demonstrations. 3, educational displays. 4, participation in a provincial program like Youth Action, Food for Thought, Provincial Club Week, or Aggie Career Quest. Important to note that the Provincial 4-H Communications Finals trip is not included. 5, Speak and Show. Essentially, you're seeing it live and in person. I just added more detail for tonight's presentation. The easiest way to do this would be to do a speech one year, a demonstration the next, and a speak and show in the third, or some variation of that. Complete an educational display one of these years, they're not hard, or apply for as many provincial programs as you can, because not only are they fun and an opportunity to make new friends from other places, they also help with getting check marks in these boxes, and with scholarship applications too. Money, remember? So remember, you only need 4 of these 5. Now, the safety program pin is a little different, as one needs to complete 2 safety skill certificates from 2 different categories, which 4HBC has conveniently and logically designated A and B for a total of 4 certificates. In category A, one would need to complete 2 of a first aid course, level 1 or standard first aid, Food Safe level 1, safety judging 2 classes of 4, with 1 class of written reasons and 1 of oral reasons, organizing a safety day workshop for the club, district, or region, including a written summary of the workshop. Given that first aid and food safe are essential life skills and help with employment, it seems to me like going with the first 2 options is a no-brainer. In category B, the member needs to complete 2 of 4 farm safety walkabouts with 4 different farms, including a written report marked by youth development staff, a 1,000-word research project on farm or home safety. Maybe you could tie this in with a school project and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Preparation of an emergency preparedness plan for at least 4 club events, then marked by youth development staff. A year-long farm and home safety plan using the 4HBC Farm and Home Safety Plan, presented and then marked by youth development staff. So 2 very different ways to get a program pin. Here's what my program pin looks like. So if you get a project pin or either of your program pins, you can apply for 4 grade 11 credits. You will get a formal paper that you will take to your school counselor. But our goal is higher, the honor pin. So with either of the program pins, along with your project pin, you will earn your honor pin. Now, of these remaining 4 options that are available to achieve your honor pin, some are easier to achieve and others need more motivation. Of these motivated tasks, the first is 3 junior leader projects. A junior leader project is 4 to 6 months long and usually is in the areas of project leadership, demonstrations or public speaking, record books, showmanship, recreation, club programs or activities, or many other areas. I completed a husbandry junior leader project a couple of years ago, and I took on the role of husbandry instructor and leader for the junior sheep members of the club. Truthfully, it certainly was fun. I learned a lot and I would recommend it to those with the interest. But remember, you need 3 junior leader projects/years. The second project that requires some motivation is a senior management certificate. This self-directed project involves the planning, development, and completion of a 10 to 12-month complex project to develop advanced skills and knowledge, as approved by your leader and youth development program staff. The third other option is a self-determined project. Since it's self-determined, you're pretty much responsible for everything. It's 10 to 12 months long, and with leader and youth development staff, you create your own project. The fourth other would be another project pin. So if you're a dual member, just complete a senior skill certificate in each of your projects each year, and you have it made. Here's a photo of the tiny but mighty honor pin. And just to recap, to earn your honor pin, you need 2 project pins, or 1 project pin plus 1 program pin, or 1 project pin plus 1 senior management certificate, or 1 project pin plus 1 self-determined project certificate, or 1 project pin plus 3 years of junior leadership. If you're still awake, congratulations. If I could, I would give you all an award. That was a significant amount of information in a short amount of time. However, don't worry if you didn't catch all that. You can always look on the 4HBC website and at the Awards Opportunity Guide. To find the publication on the website, it's different for members and leaders. Both need to log in with the username and password 4HBC emails you once you're approved. Both go to Members Resources, or Leaders Resources. Members need to navigate to General, and then publication number 128. Members, please also take the time to notice that this is where you will find the Member Passport. This is a publication that you want to record all these records and accomplishments. Leaders, after Leader Resources, Leaders Toolkit, 4H Awards, and then Awards Opportunity Guide, publication 128. This was also where you will find the Member Passport. On the 4HBC website, there's a great online training session to help explain the 4H British Columbia Awards program. I took it, and it has many scenarios to help you gain a deeper understanding. But be careful, as there are some trick questions. You can find it under the Leader tab, and then Leadership Training. Some of the topics include our Junior Awards, the Junior Proficiency, Senior Awards, Grade 11 and 12 credits, Achievement, and Planning 4H Awards Night. The course includes some lessons. For example, this one is on Junior Project Awards. It also includes scenarios. For example, will this person achieve a badge or not? Let's take a look. Sally participated in a club public speaking event. She scored 58 out of 100 on her speech and was qualified for the district competition. At the district competition, Sally scored 70 out of 100 on her speech. Did she earn her orator's badge? And as you can see on screen, answer is yes, because of the 70% she earned at district competition, she has earned her orator's badge. Each district has an awards coordinator who's an expert at all of this. You can ask key leaders, regional leaders, and club leaders. I don't know it all, but I can help too if I can. But to get the amazing honor pin, you need a plan, work for it, but then you can reap the benefits. Trophies and belt buckles really are wonderful, but the accomplishment of earning your project or program pins really shows that you're an excellent 4H member. Then, if you can earn your honor pin, you'll have shown your dedication and commitment to being an outstanding 4H senior member. I hope you're inspired to climb to the top and earn your honor pin. Are there any questions? Don't be shy. Anyone?
Regarding the self-determined projects, how long are they usually? Are they also 10 to 12 months?
Yeah. Same amount as the yeah.
So they wouldn't end then at the regular 4H year.
No, it's closer to beginning of year, end of year, because it is 10 to 12 months. And like I mentioned previously, if you need just if you have any questions, not right now, the awards publication guide, it's a bit blurry. You can look it up in here. It has all the stuff I talk about.
Perfect, thank you.